Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. It had to fall. I just put it up there. I just bought this. I love it. It says, life is a journey, not a race. Enjoy every moment. I love that. I'm trying to get it to sit up here. I'm in my truck, y'all. You want to be nice to me. That sucks. Let me see. Okay. That's better. And I'll put this here. That's better. Okay. Let me make it a little straighter. Okay. That's better. So, guess what I have, y'all? Remember I said I had to get me a pretty little pen? I was so excited when I had walked into the shipping office. I was in Sayreville, New Jersey, right? Mind you, when I first received my CDL license, my very first job was out of Sayreville, New Jersey as a local driver for Watkins and Shepherd. And I love that company. That's not where I had picked up from. But when I was driving there, I was just thinking about how when I first received my first trucking job, and I didn't even have a trainer, he put me in a truck. He got in the passenger seat. He told me to pull out and drive up to and pull up, drive through the yard up to the stop sign. When I got to the stop sign, he just jumped out the truck and said, "Okay, see you when you get back." His name was Bob, if I'm not mistaken. I do miss him. I love them guys there at that job, and they were so good to me. They gave me a company phone, company car. They even gave me Easy Pass. And they had a petty cash box. You could take as much as you want out. I was taking out like thousands of dollars at a time because I was making really good money for my very first job as a truck driver. And like, it was just an amazing company. And it just was, I was listening to someone was saying, I'm not sure who it was, one of the tarot readers was saying how you will be reminded, like things will be coming back to you. You'll be reminded of things like visiting old places and things like that. And right after that reading, the next day I ended up going to Sayreville, New Jersey, where my first trucking job was at. So when I got there, I had a little present waiting for me. I went to the office. It was so many of these pens sitting in a cup. Well, really, it was like 4. But the guy said it was like 30-something. They had like 30-something. And a lot of them, it was only 4 sitting there. But all the ones that was in the bucket was used. And I said, they are so cute. I said, my name is Star. Okay, my grandma had gave me the birth name Star, which is my middle name. And I said, "Oh, can I have one?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Grab a new one." I said, "Oh, they all used." And I said, "It's okay." I said, "I just was saying how I needed a pen." So this guy came and messing with me. He's like, oh, you gonna take my pen? He's like, I had like 30 of them. They all going. So I said, oh, she said I can have one. And he said, I said, well, he said something, why should I give you a pen? And I said, because I'm special. Okay. And he couldn't even say nothing after that. He just was like, he just looked at her and she was just sitting there smiling. He was trying to look serious. So I asked her if I go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. And when I came back out, I took the one of the old pens with me that was used, one of the used pens with me to the bathroom. But when I came back out from the bathroom, she gave me a brand new one. She just reached her hand out and said, here you go. And I said, oh, you so sweet. Like, I just felt so, like, I was thanking God. Like, I just felt like it was a gift from God. You know, like, it was just like, you know, see, today, okay, well, it's after 12 o'clock. It was like 3:03 when I started, like 3:03, by the time I pushed play and everything, probably like 3:05, so it's probably close to 3:15 or something by now, probably 3:13 for all I know. But anyway, I received a phone call while I was sitting in the dock this morning. Okay, so while I was sitting in the dock this morning getting unloaded, I had received a phone call that my LLC for Stars Honey Tarot was completed. Mind you, the date 2/2/22. Also, I just did it like 3 days ago, or about 3 days ago. And they said it was going to take 28 days for it to go through. So he called me today telling me he wanted this, I need to set up my account. Okay? My business bank account. So I gave him my PayPal card number for now until I actually go to the bank and open up an account. So that's not it, y'all. Happy New Year's. Happy Lunar New Year's to you guys. Okay? So I found out just a few minutes ago, while I'll be doing my little research online and everything, that I was born the year of the pig. Okay? I'm a 1983 baby. Okay? So what seemed really odd to me is I dressed up as a pig on Halloween this year that passed. I just thought, like, I just looked back, I said, oh my goodness. Okay. But also, there's been a abandoned school building behind my home where I live at. So I was really meditating on that building too. I was talking to my landlord, okay? And I said to him, we need to make a petition and get that building knocked down. I said, we need something for the kids. I said, we need something for the kids. So after I had that conversation with him, mind you, that's not the first time I had a conversation about that. I've been saying we need something for the kids for like a long time now, because I live in the hood and they just don't have anything for the kids anymore. I used to go to 4-H clubs and stuff like that, you know. But either way, excuse me, y'all. I left home. I don't even think I left. I was home for a week that just passed. I didn't come to work for a week. I just had to take a break, and I had to relax and kind of like not really do too much, because I kind of overwhelmed myself with a lot of different things at once. But I just felt the need to take a break from everything, almost everything. But I really did put some videos up, some tarot readings up. So I had time for that. Basically just had time with my daughter, in my home, to enjoy my home, the things that I work so hard for, that I never really get to enjoy for myself, that I just really prepare for others use a lot. But I'm grateful for everything, praise God. But before, yeah, I did leave home. When I talked to him, I did leave home, because when I came home from work after talking to him that same week I talked to him, I left out for work. When I came back home, it was a letter in the mail saying they were going to have a meeting at the church across and down the street from my house about the building, okay, which is on 7th Street. I live on 9th Street. But what was weird is I start hearing a whole bunch of everything. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I go look out my window, and I see them knocking down the building. Hear it and see it. Okay? So I said, wow, I wonder what they're going to do with it. I wonder what they're doing. They said they were going to have a meeting discussing the project with the building, with them knocking on the building or whatnot. But the most amazing part for me is I left out for work again, and when I came back again, I had another letter in the mail saying that they're building a community center. Okay? And I really, really, really wanted to attend a meeting for, to express, my thoughts and my gratitude for what's being done. But I wasn't able to because of my work schedule and the times that they were having in meetings. But I am very excited for the community center, and I'm really waiting to see what they're going to do and what they're going to do with this community center. And I would love to be a part of it, especially helping the kids have something to do every day, and getting them more involved actively, And it's a big land too. It's a nice amount of land. It's because it was a school, and the land, it's a nice amount of land. Okay, but I just thank God, and I just wanted to share some of my events that happened in my life, and I'm very excited, and I'm so grateful to God. I'm overwhelmed with joy. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. God really does make me feel special, because I really do get the things that I ask for majority of the time, and they don't come when I expect them or want them to come, and they don't ever really come how I want them to come or anything like that. But when I think back on my life, I see everything that I have been blessed with, especially the things that I ask for, although they don't come in the way that or I might even know or think of a way of how I want to receive them or have them or whatnot. But I do see how God works in my life, and I'm very grateful, and I'm overwhelmed, and it makes me want to be so much more better, because we're never perfect. I don't see myself as perfect. I do my best to be all that I can be, and help in every way that I can help. But I just wanted to share how very happy and how much love and gratitude that I have for God. And I'm just so excited for the future, and I thank him for it already, because it's like so beautiful. Life is beautiful. I hear a lot of people express, at my little brother's funeral, okay? God bless his soul, okay? Because I lost my 2 parents and my 2 little brothers. My mom passed away, and then 7 months later, my dad and my 2 little brothers died in a house fire. And I have secrets about that I dealt with, that I don't want to express publicly, that I hold inside of me. I might have told my sister about it though, but it kind of blew my mind. God always blows my mind. Like he always wows me. He wows me a lot, okay? In a good way and in confusing ways, but I always look for the good in everything, So, I forgot what I was trying to say, y'all. I forgot the point of that. But I'm thinking if I want to end this video now or go ahead and continue with what I wanted to actually do. I think I'm going to make another video. What I'm about to do in the next video is read the rules for tarot readers. So if you're interested in knowing the rules behind being a tarot reader, tune in to my next video. And I do love you all. And I love God with all my heart. I'm so happy inside my soul. And God bless you all. Oh yeah, the point what I was saying. That's right. People say that I was at my dad's funeral, my little brother's funeral, okay? And his aunt had, made a speech. So in her speech, she was explaining how we live in hell. She was saying how this is hell, that this life on earth is hell. So what I want to say is it can be, or it can be heaven. It could be heaven or hell for you. And everything's just about a perception. And I guess that would be like a whole nother video that I would do. But I think I would like to do that on a live video so everybody can express their thoughts and feelings about heaven and hell on earth. But as far as my personal perception at this moment, I personally think if you fear, we fear God's judgment. So that's why we do good and we try our best to be as good as possible. And we know that we going to run into trials and tribulations. And we also know that these trials and tribulations are caused to make us self-aware of our areas needed of growth for whatever our purpose is here on earth. And to see, I can see things on both sides. I can see why a person would say hell, and I can see why a person would say heaven, because I did experience a lot of different events that will make a person feel like they're in hell. But the only way to feel like you're in hell, the only way, I think, that's just my perception, is to think of it as hell. It's because, yes, we see a lot of violence, we see a lot of killing, we see a lot of evil out here. So, but we have to always be mindful of God and his mercy and his grace. And then we have to be also more as mindful of ourselves and the part that we are playing on earth, the positions we are in on earth, the mindset we have on earth. We are, they say we were created in his image, right? So God is a creator because he created all of us from nothingness, from darkness, right? So the whole world everything came from nothingness. So we create our lives from, from our minds, or our hearts, mind, body, and soul. I all work together, I think. But the level of your faith, the level of your foundation, it's basically what your foundation is built on. What do you build your life on is going to determine where you stand at on earth, basically. I like to put it that way. I think that sounds good. I kind of can go with that. Okay. So it's basically where your foundation is built, and how your foundation is built is going to determine your level of faith, and then what kind of fruits you will bear, mind, body, and soul. So what side of the garden you are on, basically. So we will talk about it more. This is something we can talk about live whenever I can get live, if I can get some more subscribers. So please like, share, and subscribe. And I love you all. And take care of yourself and love yourself and be good to others. And I'm about to start my next video, and we're going to read the rules for tarot card readers out of the divination book. Okay, so make sure you tune in to my next video. Be good, and I love you, and please like, share, and subscribe.